最後の話をしよう。儚く現実に破れる。当たり前の恋の話を。
Suddenly I heard strange words.
いや、そちらは大変なことになっているようだね。
They were calm words. There was no voice. It was like I was being directly spoken to, not through sound, but through text.
こちらはいよいよ大詰めだ。君がいなくては始まらない。
We got through the finale and came to the end. The battle is over. All we can do now is give up.
諦める？何を言うんだ。人間は初めから諦めている。全能ではないのだから。我々は諦めながらでしか生きられない生物だ。そんなことを、まさか、今さら君が？
The words came sharply, but there's warmth in their meaning. The speaker of these words seems to relate to me. But I don't remember. Who is this?
私もゴーストの一人だ。視点の檻を眺めている。正当な舞台で最後の勝者を待っている。
No clue. It's twice peace, man. Anyways. I'm sure that I've never met this person. Not yet. Even if one day I definitely will, with no choice but to meet and fight them. But not yet.
こちらからはそちらの様子はわからない。ただ異常が見られたというだけだ。君は自分の手で、その停滞から抜け出さなくてはならない。
A deadlock. This is no deadlock, this is eternity. So long as we're here, we won't vanish. As long as we give up, we can call this a perfect world, even if it's a far too small, closed-off world.
それは諦めではない。結論だ。
A conclusion. A decision that there's no future.
ここに一枚の絵があるとする。私はかけらだ。
Words assemble.
パズルのかけら。絵に開いた穴。未だ埋められない空白。
A final, beginning hope.
私があるうちは、絵は完成しない。だから私は、かけらであり続けた。完成してしまった絵は、それで終わりだからね。
He says that, therefore, I may have given up, but I mustn't draw the conclusion. A picture that never changes and a picture that never ends. Which one represents the concept of eternity better?
無論、人生は完成することが目的だ。どのような生命も、どのような文明も、いつかは終わる。我々はその終わりを目指している。今も、昔も。だが、今君が描くその絵は、終わりに足るアートグラフと言えるのかね。
The true meaning of these words are too sublime for me to understand. These words are the perspective of one who is above humans, a messiah. There's only one aim behind it that I could gather. As it is, I won't end. This place isn't right. This situation isn't right. This isn't the end yet, I think. I'm shocked. Ultimately, I guess that's the one thing my mind can't do. The reason why is, even if my mind were to break, my sword is still in hand.
その言葉こそ、君のすべてだ。
Suddenly I wake up. Seems I had a fragmented dream.
おはようございます、ご主人様。私めは構ってもらえて嬉しいのですが、まだ休み足りないのでは？死ぬほど疲れているんだ。眠らせてやってくれ。なんて感じでベッドに倒れて。 失礼いたしました。良い眠りを得たのですね。そのお顔を見ればわかりますとも。短い終わりでございました。それでは参りましょう。お供します、マスター。
I bring my servant along and leave my room. First, let's go talk to the student council allies. We need a firm grasp on our situation at hand. Okay, the NPCs are all gone. What's the matter? I don't think there's any more you need to speak to me. Our operation is meaningless now. I'm starting to despise myself. The old me wouldn't have suffered. If I had learned about the human mind, I would have maintained my own mental state. I hate myself for thinking that way. I'm sorry. I'm a imperfect and homunculus. Still need something? I started asking about AI. Every Holy Grail war, the Moon Cell erases all NPCs and resets every AI's experiences. What's the reason for that? Let's see. My guess is so that it won't deviate from how it should be. It won't deviate from how it should be as an observation machine. In reality, it may be so that it avoids cases like the one we're in. The Moon Cell is the Eye of God. Within its core is its storage medium, made of photons, which exists on a higher dimension. The Moon Cell's core knows how to end humanity, however it provides no evaluation of such a result. The Moon Cell doesn't say which choices lead to a better future. That is to say, it has no criteria for evaluating good and bad. That's exactly why it leaves humanity to manage to manage the Earth. No, it exclusively acts as an outsider that never intervenes. But if an AI with a clear criteria were to enter it, the Moon Cell may use it as part of its intelligence and pick a better future, which would be the obliteration of humanity. If they're ultimately going to go extinct, then it should be done now. Taking it as a decision that curbs the waste of resources, I think it's extremely logical. Oh, whether it's BB or some other AI, the end result is the same. As long as it's an AI that can't break from being rational, any AI would choose to purge the Earth of humans. In BB's case, her method, collapsed by the way of human will, could be considered humane. That assumption makes no sense, since AI aren't supposed to be able to assimilate with the Moon Cell. The result of all this is that it wasn't supposed to be possible. The result of all this is that it wasn't supposed to be possible to happen did. Some fatal bug has occurred in the Moon Cell. It's not that Miss Tosaka, you, or I were inadequate, nor is it that Sakura or BB's fault. That bug is the cause of this destruction. Saying this, Ronnie stops talking. It looks like Ronnie is more defeated than Rin is. Still need something? No. Okay. How about going to your room and getting some sleep? You look tired. We both do. However, it's really tough to... Need something? As you can see, I don't feel like talking. Leave me alone for a while. Man, what is it? Have you something you want to ask? What is the observed universe? Observed universe? I did explain something like that. Here, time doesn't pass. If we were in a loop, we might have still had a chance. Something like that. The theory is, when you go back to the past and put the known present aside, you can rewrite the unknown present. But this situation is nothing like that kind of far-fetched dream. We can't change the result that occurred no matter what we do. The far side of the moon is a world made of imaginary numbers. There is a concept of time, but how it works is different from reality. I suppose I should say it's the difference between perceived time and recorded time. Look, we're talking about this right now in the present, right? But 1, 2, 3... There. Now what I said 3 seconds ago became the past, even though we're still in the middle of our conversation. This is the perceived flow of time. Through humans' own perception, we separate time and space into past, present, and future. Observed universes have very simple laws of physics. People can't see what comes after the present, but they can influence the future. It's a bit late to mention this, but the real world and the near side of the moon are managed by this observed universe. With me so far? More or less. Basically, our world is one with time that we perceive. Humans perceive the past as constantly updating into the present. From that present, we observe the future, which eventually comes. We can't perceive all three at the same time. But a recorded universe's laws are different. A recorded universe is perceived from several dimensions above, a high-dimensional entity. From the perspective of a higher dimension, the third dimension looks like a flat scroll. It's like if the 3D world was a world printed in a book, and you jumped in from within the book and landed outside the book. You could then look down on the records of your past, present, and future that's in the book whenever you wanted. That's the perspective of a higher dimension. You get it right. With that being the case, all time within the book has equal value. I mean, you'd be able to flip to any page you wanted, no more past or future. It's the same thing here. This is imaginary number space, a higher dimensional data space made out of light. The far side of the moon is fundamentally managed through the laws of recorded universe, not observed universe. We're foreign matter. No, we're guests here. Creatures from an observed universe got tossed into the recorded universe. But the moon cell's core is a parallel world simulator where past, present, and future exist simultaneously, with all outcomes calculated. Basically, it's a recorded universe entity, and now BB's become the moon cell. She gained the perspective of a higher dimension. That's why BB can manipulate the past and future at the same time. The moment BB reached the core, she gained the power to select the future and set it. The moon cell was purely the eye of God. With an AI like BB mixed in now, it's become the brain of God. I don't know what the future will look like in a few hours, but either way, BB reached the moon cell. That truth isn't changing. She's now become a recorded universe entity. BB can make facts retroactive. She can make it so that she knew this present would come. It's all pretty confusing. Once BB became the moon cell, she became able to tell her past self about this present. So BB knew from the very start that we wouldn't make it in time, no matter what. Chasing after her as if we might make it in time somehow. That act itself was futile. It was decided from the beginning that BB would reach the core in the end. Were we fighting so that we would lose? Anyway, that's how it is. If you get it now, then be quiet for me. We can't win against God. If you're feeling restless, then how about walking around the school? It's safe after all. We're being kept in here like pets. Let's look around. Alright. Does Salmo have anything interesting to say? Also, we should have more information matrix with Melt. Cool. Unbelievable. Who would have thought that you would have opened over 100 item folders by this floor? Your enthusiasm is no joke, darling. No joke. But if possible, I'd like it if you could direct a teensy bit of that persistence towards collecting my love. Just a thought. Ah, my ears, they're not for tugging. You just can't take a joke. I think that's part of you is wonderful too, though. For all your hard work, I'd like the support you forget. Please take it. Ooh, nice. Pictures are always nice. One way to live happily is to shut out the world and spend one's days in peace. Still, what I want is a happy ending you seek. I shall follow you until we reach that ending, Master. Alright, not both. So we got all of our stats. Oh, yeah, all of them are there now. Okay, so I thought they knocked out. Noble Phantom, the BB granted this alter ego. Originally, it was not an anti-unit, but an anti-populace, anti-world Noble Phantasm. Not something to be used in combat or on a warrior, but something in the range of civilization with established culture. Meltlow sweet honey melts not only the body, but even the spirits. This Noble Phantasm dissolves into the good sense and morals of the community, shaving it into a single body resembling a colony. Trampling on the bodies, hearts, and societies that have turned to slime, she absorbs the power they had. That shows with such effectiveness against non-combatants is due to Meltlow's depravity leaking out. The one used as a basis was one of the 7 lucky gods, the goddess of the 3 goddesses of Munakata and Ugajin, Benzaiten. It is the Biwa of Benzaiten who controls the things that flow, like water and wind, music and words, speech, poetry, and prose, and such natural phenomena, given form as a noble phantasm. Benzaiten's origin is in the Hindu river goddess Sarasvati. Born of the creation god Brahma, but was sent to stand his passionate gaze, who desired her as his consort due to her overwhelming beauty. She desperately ran from him, making her a goddess that's timid in the face of love. Sarasvati is a goddess presiding over art and education, and when she came to be and when she came to be worshipped as Ben Zaitin, she gained the ability to grease property as well. Simple combat style. The result of Melt Lilith's adoration of classical ballet. Retuning herself in various attack skills, she obtained diverse powers by converting into origins that has already been completed story skills. So many references. Oh yeah, we got most of these. I guess it just added more onto it. Okay, here we go. The lineage of these skills are mere distractions. Trying ballet refers to how Melt Lilith has been cheating. To make herself invincible, Melt Lilith rewrote the basic rule on the far side of the moon, the lack of sense of time with the lack of hit detection on Melt Lilith. Instead of training yourself thoroughly, Melt Lilith's act of altering the rules to the world, granting herself privilege out of selfishness, is itself a criminal act. Ultra egos are, combined with multiple spirits. BB access movecells of Servant Archives chose gods as compatible with each ego and reproduced the data. Ultra egos came into existence as goddess gods. Melt Lilith is made up of 3 goddesses. First is the chast goddess Artemis of Greek mythology. Linked with the tides and thus the moon's movements, she would take aim with mana to shoot unfailingly, but at the same time bring plague and death. Second is the cross snake staff originating from the Old Testament's Leviathan, or Ugaritic myths Lotan. It has been the same origin as the staff of Moses used to split the Red Sea, also acting as a symbol of the split sea. That was its holder to change properties like water, making them adaptable in any situation. They may also freely change their form to even to the shape of the holder's envy. There is the Hindu river goddess Sarasvati. She holds the ability to control things that flow, like water, mud, music, and words, speech, poetry, and prose, and other natural phenomena. We already saw that. The flow of her timbre can excite any emotion from the hearts of those who hear it, and moreover, interfere with the flow of electricity in a computer network. Oh, we are keywords versus skills. Gotcha. Okay. Nice. And a pleasure. Ego born from BB's desire to serve and pleasure. The kind of abnormally precious girl that men can't help but want to protect. Was the case, but because of her skill, lets her continuously steal her opponent's ability, she currently holds an aggressive disposition. In spite of how she takes in others, she doesn't care to understand or sympathize with them, because Melt Lilith can't understand the feelings of others. She doesn't need other people. She doesn't understand dreams or love. In a situation where she acquired love, she would probably just dedicate everything to attend to the target of it. The self-sufficient Melt Lilith, her feelings aren't worth considering. She would declare in an oppressive manner that what she feels is correct, with no intention of conversing with them. Oh, I love you more than enough to need that, or no desire to touch them. Oh, that degree of pleasure is unsatisfactory, with no mind to say that she wants them to love her. Oh, mutual understanding is so unnecessary. Truly what a domineering ego devoted to no's and nots, beneath the constant condensation and oppressive attitude, there's not a speck of doubt or hesitation in her, only a genuine awakening to love. Melt Lilith hasn't noticed that her true foundation is one that doesn't need others, an incarnation of self-pleasure. What lies at the core of Melt Lilith is devotion to the one she's fallen in love with. She repeatedly used Drain to raise her level and decided to take over the moon cell so she could offer supreme pleasure to her loved one. Direct her loved one to take them into herself, to within her. Even if she changes to the point where she doesn't know herself anymore, they'll continue to live on forever. She's determined that this is the highest form of love she can offer her loved one. From Melt Lilith's perspective, even BB and Lip are just foreign bodies that I feel I have to save. However, those feelings are too closed off. For her, whose only certainty was her own feelings, whose connection with the outside world is insufficient, loving someone else was itself a fatal error. What about the plant? Okay. I highly doubt these ever change or anything. It's fire extinguisher you can find anywhere. Alright, walk around the school a bit. Okay, some of the NPCs are still around. Before, I asked you to lend me your notes, yeah? But, I don't remember taking any classes. And it's true. No, never mind. I'm sad that it was all useless from the beginning. How embarrassing, my body won't stop shaking. I've been reset tons of times, but being deleted is a first. Just wait a little longer, okay? Once I get my thought process in order, I'll be back to my old self, see? Can't believe BB made it to the core. What's gonna happen to the moon cell? And us? And you? What are you gonna do? My apologies, I was trying hard until now, but I'm going to abandon processing more thoughts. I can no longer verify what my value in existing is. I transferred all pseudo spiritons, keeping me active over to Sakura. I see, this isn't the time to be talking about dates, so I didn't make it in time. Figures. Haha. Now there's no date, no nothing. Everyone's going to disappear real soon. But there's one last thing I want to know. Why am I here? What happened that made me used to be... what happened that made me used to being his girlfriend? I've given up on going home. All that's left for me is to stay here forever. For all eternity. Your mind must be racing, but first, relax. Look at Kotomine. His expression hasn't changed in the slightest. Man, he's really something else. I didn't know how to react at first, but doesn't looking at him just calm me down? Not sure what to say about that. Oh. I have Castro wait for me in the hallway, then I entered the room. Oh, okay, so we can't go.
休憩ですね。今お茶を用意します。
Like I thought, Sakura was in the infirmary. I guess Sakura moved over here in order to get out of Rin and Ronnie's way, being disheartened as they are and all. I drank the tea Sakura prepared for me. All the tea I've ever drank in the Seraph tasted exactly how I remember the real thing did. And this one's got a superb warmth and bitterness to it. Just one sip is enough to dispel the haze over my mind. Yep, Sakura is definitely an expert at making tea. Not at all. I answer with a strained laugh. Your tea is exquisite, Sakura. All she has left. I guess Sakura is referring to the secret recipe behind her tea blend. Alright, at some point I'm going to peek through the curtains and see how she mixes this. Admittedly, though, I need to prioritize exploring. Now that I've had some tea and a breather, I guess I could go for a trip to the labyrinth. Am I enjoying this? Sure, I'm pretty relaxed. My head's been hazy ever since I got away from BB back at the core. I feel like it's all gone away. Sakura's being oddly serious. What is she talking about?
BB に追いつく可能性はゼロだった。だから BB はあんなに余裕があって、桜迷宮も皆さんを苦しめるために作られた余興に過ぎなくて。
Sakura's right. It frustrates me to say that we weren't even a threat to BB. I recall what BB said when I fought her. The world has been my toy for a while now. At that moment, BB knew that she would ultimately reach the core.
はい。だから落ち込むのはわかります。でもやけになるのはやめてください。校舎を歩き回ったり迷宮に行こうとしたりしないでください。私にはその自分から死にたがっているように見えて。
Oh, so that's how I looked to Sakura. She misread my mental state, but her thoughts on the situation were right. I mean, it's just about all over. It's pointless to do anything since the future is decided, and that proves that challenging BB would be a foolish choice to make. It's weird to be thinking about walking around this old school building and checking out what's going on in the labyrinth at this point. It's weird, but still.
もしかしてまだ諦めていないんですか？
Hearing Sakura say this, I finally clearly was able to realize these words. She's right. Apparently I haven't quit yet. Did I have a drastic change of heart at some point? Or am I so simple-minded that a little smack got me back to my senses? Whatever it is, doesn't matter. What's important right now is that my mind is clear. Also, I was entrusted to take the reins. Gato, Leo, Julius, Shinji. If I wanted to remember them, then I can't go dropping the responsibilities I took from them. Seriously, I'm appalled at how simple-minded I am. Deciding to fight now just dispelled most of my worries. My one worry left is one contradictory result from our analysis. We probably still can't beat BB.
そんないけません。これ以上 BB に逆らったら今度こそ消されてしまいます。私は皆さんをあなたを守ると誓いました。もうそれしか守れる約束はないんです。私には BB と戦う力はありません。私にできることはここでの快適な暮らしを提供することだけなのに、私には分かりません。この校舎だけが唯一安全な世界なのに、ここにいれば助かるのに、どうしてまだ戦うんですか？
Sakura's getting so vocal because she's genuinely concerned about Hakuno Kishinami. The sentiment gently dispels my latest doubt. I bet I've been fighting this entire time because I'm the type of person who likes kind people like her.
戦ってきた理由、人を思いやる人のためですか？
That's right. My memory hasn't returned yet. Well, I probably don't have any memories. The Hakuno Kishinami person may be somewhat warped, a master lacking something normal people need to have. Can't explain why my memories have been hazy this whole time otherwise. Still, I've got something unshakable within me. Even if my memories won't return to me, even if I don't have no goals, there's me right here, right now. I'm a nobody. I'm not fighting for some epic reason like saving the Earth or the Moon. The only real reason I can hold on to are ordinary wishes. I am me. Even if parts of me are missing, there's still a pulse going through my limbs. Even if I don't have any memories of my life, of all the stuff I did that must have been fun, or of anything at all, I still remember that they were important to me. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I want to believe in warm people. I want to protect warm people. I know I had fallen into an eternal sleep, dreaming of such a future. So, I bet those desires are what this body is made of. Even if everything is an illusion, even if this body is some sort of afterimage. Hakuno Kishinami is important to me, and the people I love are important to me. All I insist on wanting it to protect are the things I see within reach. That's the kind of insignificant, greedy person Hakuno Kishinami is.
あなたは、なんて。
I thank her for the tea and stand up. Thanks to Sakura, my doubts are gone. Now that I've decided such, I can't stand around any longer.
"ちょっとお待ちくださいませ。3秒だけ猶予プリーズ。今見合ったら思わず尻尾振れちゃいます。
Yasha suddenly sprints off. She takes a quick curve around the corner of the hallway, then abruptly peeks her head out. I've got to figure out what goes on in that head of hers.
やっべ、ドキドキしまくった。公共の場だっていうのに思わず押し倒すところでした。
Yasha's panting heavily. I guess it took her 3 minutes to calm down. Then she unashamedly returns and begins with an ahem.
お恥ずかしいところをお見せいたしました。持病の尺ですので、どうぞお気になさらず。でも、ご主人様も悪いんですよ。魂のイケメン度、あんなにアゲアゲで私を見つめてくるのですもの。もうたまりません。マイルーム行きましょう、ご主人様。めくめくラブタイムの始まりです。もう誰にも止められね
I silently facepalm. I'm happy that she sensed my will to fight has returned, but why does my servant have no sense of urgency? Oh, okay, it's locked down. Anyways, I still have more people to talk to and stuff. I see. I think now. No, I knew this from the start. Sorry, Yuki. I'm sorry I can't save you. Moon cell is... No, this can't be. The moon cell is a calculator devoid of emotions. So long as you reach it, there should be a way to take it over. However, that'll lead to massive overload. Could you keep the moon sustained as of flesh and blood? Impossible, right? BB's doing exactly that. A humanoid AI can't bear all that weight. She's acting fully aware that she would self-destruct. What is she thinking? Go to meeting in a moment. Items alone aren't enough sometimes. Also, Taiga's gone. Maybe she escaped. You still intend on trying something? I think you're incredible, Kurtai, my boy, but sometimes it's pointless to push on. Okay. Oh, even Kotomi's not saying anything. Man's bandages. Anything new in the Mystic Code department? All versus over. Okay. Yeah, well, would have made me. This probably could have been helpful in the case of grabbing the treasure chest on the first run through, because I probably could have evaded Melt just fine. She ended up being significantly slower than I was expecting. Oh, okay. It almost does the exact same thing. Okay, nothing new. Wasn't sure if I unlocked a new event or something. But I still gotta get our last SG for her ending. Because right now I'm still in the normal ending route. If I manage to get her because the requirement for the other endings is just get all your servants SGs, which from what I understand you can get everybody's. You can't get Emiya's if you're male. You can only get 2 of his SGs, but that still counts for the ending if you're playing as male. You can only get his 3rd SG if you're playing as a female master. Gilgamesh doesn't give a shit, so whatever. Nor the other 2 girls. And the last ending will require me to do stuff on New Game Plus. Though you can get the CCC, I think it's just 3C. You can get that ending if you, on the first playthrough, but you have to know exactly what to do. I don't know exactly what to do. And I don't really feel like reading the wiki to figure that out. From what I understand, New Game Plus makes it easier to figure out what to do because it actually puts like a little note on every dialogue choice you need to make. In addition to getting that school uniform at the beginning. Oh, Rina and Ronnie are gone. Oh, okay, no, they're not. They're still here. What's the matter? I don't think there's any more need to speak to me.
まだ何か用があるの？迷宮に行くからバックアップ？サーバントと経験を積む？あのね、私たちの話を聞いていなかったの？無駄なの。もう何をやっても無駄。未来は決まってしまった。私たちにできることなんて、ここで生き延びるぐらいしか。
そうですね。ムーンセルがデータベースとしての機能をまだ残しているのなら、人間のサンプルとして、あなたとミスト大阪がここに存在し続けるのは意味があります。それぐらいしか。もう、私たちの存在意義なんて。
Life is draining from their faces. More so than the fact that BB is far too powerful, the fact that we've lost what we were trying to protect has stolen their will to fight. I know how they feel. I was in the same state of mind not too long ago. I can't force them to fight on against their will. However, their abilities will be vital if we want to enter the central region again. I need to somehow get them to help me, even if it's just getting me to where BB is.
何卑屈になってるんですか？こんなの全然ピンチじゃねえです。え？ごふん。お二人ともどうかお顔を上げてください。棟梁には今しばらくの忍耐を。このキャスター、ご主人様の、そして共に戦ってきた皆さんの悲しむ顔を見たくはありません。ですので、差し出がましいと知りつつも、あえて言わせていただきます。私どもは、負けてはおりません。ご主人様をご覧ください。何度負けようと逃げようと、平気の平座としれっと生き延び、いつの間にやら大金星。この、なんだかんだと最後には絶対に勝つ、反則気味なお方がいる限り、私どもに敗北はないのです。あるとしたら、それは、ご主人様が他の女にうつつを抜かした時だけと断言します。
Caster? Are we even talking about the same thing here?
つうか負けてませんよ、本当に。未来は確定してるなんて当たり前じゃないですか。そんなの神様でも一緒です。それを何とかするために、現在があるのです。未来が確定しているからといって、現在が変えられないわけではありません。
Caster's encouragement echoes through the Solon student council room. It was as if a wave crashed over us. The tan girl is the first to regain herself.
その通りです。なぜこんな当たり前のことに気づかなかったのでしょう。BB は未来を確定させただけです。未来は変えられませんが、現在は変えられます。だって、現在はまだ私たちの領域です。観測宇宙が記録宇宙に勝るただ一点。明日という現在を変革できること。それは私たちの手で、いえ、私たちでしか変えられない今なのですから。そっか、そうよね。
familiar glint returns to the red girl's eyes. I faintly recall something. In Holy Grail War, she lent me a hand many times despite us being enemies. She was a worthy rival, brimming with life who always sought to play fair.
私、前に自分で言ったのにね。この戦いは BB を止めるためじゃない。BB が決定させてしまった未来を変えるために戦っているんだって。その通りよ。未来が確定しているのは、私たちが BB を倒した今がまだこの裏側に存在しないから。でも私たちがその現在を作っておけば新しい可能性ができる。未来が2つある以上、ここで起きた未来は現実世界とは一致しなくなる。正直 BB を倒したところでもう大きく未来は変わらないかもしれない。でも
誤差は必ず出ます。 BB を排除しムーンセルを正常に戻す。その行為自体は無駄ではありません。私たちにはまだやらなければならないことがある。
大変よくできました。
正直ご主人様一人に戦わせるにはちょっと荷が重かったのです。
ごめん、恥ずかしいところ見せちゃったわね。名誉挽回ってわけじゃないけど、ここからは最後までオペレーターとして最善を尽くすわ。
全くです。作戦を立てる私たちがあなたの負担になってしまって。ですがここからはお任せを。オペレーターとしてアトラスの錬金術師として最後まであなたの力になってみせます。
I'll at least get sent to where BB is. Thinking that, I spring back to life. Rin and Ronnie are more outstanding magi, fighters than I. Because they have superior judgment, they were all more realistic in discerning BB's comparative strength in our situation, which overwhelmed them. They felt worry and anxiety magnitudes more than I did. But they dispelled their distress. They say that there's still work that we need to do. Yeah, I knew full well how strong BB was compared to us from the very beginning. We're no match for her. We can't do anything. If reasons like that are stopping us in our tracks, then we're not putting up much of a fight. Leo, the most outstanding of us all, left the rest up to Hakano Kichinami. This must be why. He knew that we would lose. He knew we couldn't win. Still, he entrusted everything to someone who hadn't given up.
よし、そうなると問題点は2つ。そのうち1つはあのでっかい迷宮の核ね。
はい。あの核を破らないことにはムーンセル中枢には到達できません。あれが正真正銘最後の壁です。
それは私が解決できます。
Sakura, wearing a grave expression, she returns to the student council room from the infirmary.
あの迷宮の核は BB のものではないんです。あれは私の心の壁です。あんなものすごいトラウマを持ってるの？桜ってば。
SG は秘密であってトラウマではないと思うのですが。いえ、さくら、それが本当ならすぐにでも解除できるのですか？
はい、あの壁なら私でも壊せます。
いえ、あれは仕方のないことです。あの時のミス東坂の精神状態は異常でした。さくらが何か発言しようとしていたことに私は気づいていました。
私が悪いっていうの？そうよ、悪かったわよ。だってすごかったじゃない、あのでっかいの。あんなファイアボール見せられて燃え上がらないハッカー魂があろうか。いや、ない。
さくら、ミス東坂のペナルティは私の方で考えておきます。ですので心残りなく迷宮の核を解除してください。
何さん、いえ、皆さん、その件について私からもお願いがあります。あの扉を開けるには条件をつけさせてください。私は皆さんの健康、安全を管理する AI です。本来なら勝ち目のない戦いに向かう皆さんを諌めなくてはいけません。でも私には もう止める言葉がありません。皆さんの戦いに協力させていただきます。なら、いえ、今のままでは容認できません。BB への対抗策、銃の謳歌を無効化する手段を探してください。それが叶った時、迷宮の核、桜の心は開門させます。それが私の出す唯一の条件です。
No, Sakura says, her eyes bearing determination. 10 crowns. She has a point. Disabling that skill is the minimum we need to do. Let's start by consulting Ronnie. We disable 10 crowns.
許可できません。
Until we find a way, I won't open my relief for you. Please think of it as the bare minimum before facing BB. Now I'm kind of relieved. I feel like I'm overflowing with motivation.
ありがとう。
Kurtai, caster. Mr. Kurtai, about analyzing 10 crowns, actually. It truly pains me to say this. It's possible to now analyze any further with just Miss Tosaka and me alone. Figures, so it's not going to be that easy. 10 crowns is part of BB's matrix, so it's not likely that she'll reveal her weakness so easily. Thanks to Green Archer that we got the part of that data. We couldn't have done it on our own. So please provide us with sacrament. With this many points, I'll get this analysis done in 3 minutes. So it was that easy? That's a massive amount of points, but enough to scrape together somehow. I got more than enough. I haven't been spending that much money. Look at me in the eye, darling. I'm the keeper of our finances. I can't approve of such wasteful spending. It is what it is. We simply don't have enough mechanical power. We have to make up for it where we fall short. I always said this before. Money. Money makes the world go round. But what if I ask someone downstairs to help out? Even though I'm pretty sure she won't. Taiga's back! Teach tried her best. I got lucky and avoided getting attacked. And I even finally reached the place that looked like an exit. There's this mysterious door. And that's where I hit a dead end. And so... Kishinami, my boy, it's time to start the final Taiga quest. I've been told that in order to open a mysterious door blocking an exit, you need a girl's secret. So I want you to go get a girl's secret for me, Mr. Kishinami. Huh? A girl's secret in SG? Who the heck told her about that? I have my ways. Anyway, I'm sure that I need a secret that no one knows about yet to open that door. I need it, okay? So good luck. Apparently I need a girl's secret to open the mysterious door. It has to be a secret no one knows yet. Please look for one. Oh, by the way, I have no secret, so that won't work. Okay. Girl secret. Okay, so probably one of the... I'm assuming it's probably one of the NPCs. Probably. Do you have healing items on you? Return crystals? Oh, I'm so worried. Do your best. I'm gonna believe it. I'm gonna believe and wait to hear news of your triumph. More dialogue? Okay. Oh, he didn't have anything. I know what you're trying to do, but it's alright. In life, nothing has ever been that big a deal. Take a page from Kodamine. When you're not moving, be like a mountain. I learned lots of things from Kodamine. Let's spare me to do that Mapo Tofu. Guess all the NPCs have new things to say, too. Oh, I guess it'll be someone with an exclamation mark over their head anyway, but whatever. You're gonna fight, yes? I can tell by looking at your mental graph. Those emotional levels are typical of you all. Take care. Even if it comes down to the... Even if it all comes to an end, even if things return to normal, I'll stay with here with Fuki. She had to... Okay, just a little pause in there. Right now, the moon cell has unmistakably been swallowed up by BB. It's likely that BB's reached the point where she can modify the laws of physics. However, I can't give in to reality just yet. As long as you all possess the potential to overthrow BB, BB cannot enter the real world. An AI that has become a cancer to the moon, the power of origin, a servant who stepped into the domain of zeros, then their master. Only God will know how this will end. I can't predict it at all. Still, reach out for your future until the very end, Hakuno Kishinami. If BB ends up becoming the moon cell, will we be serving BB? Nothing I can get behind. but all I can do is watch it happen. Hey, in my own small way, I've been thinking a lot about things. Yeah, I'm scared of Bibi. Her persistence is absurd. She even took over the Foundation, the moon cell, to accomplish her goal. But I know she's making a huge mistake. What a guy like me has to say may not amount to much, but let me say something. Please stop Bibi, Kishinami. We're manufactured, but we're part of humanity too. I can't accept a future where my friends destroy themselves. Be they NPC or AI, same thing. We were originally created to be useful to you all. See ya. Someday if you meet me again in the Holy Grail War, please ask me about studying and stuff. I'm not asking for much. For the time being, let's put aside whether you and I are actually friends or not. Man, you've been really working super hard lately. Seeing that makes me, like, want to cheer you on. Don't get beat, Kurtai. Now, let me say it once again. Please make sure to save off of multiple files. Something like that happens that can't be taken back. You can use that to go back and change it. That said, under the right conditions, making save data at this stage might be convenient. Wow, way to be blatant on that. Experiment with your future, or a brand new future. It's up to you to decide. Yoo-hoo, hey there, Kishinami. Well, I haven't seen you in a while. You've grown so big. At this rate, yeah, you'll be graduating from the school building tomorrow, yeah? This old man is so dang happy. Yep. Oh no. Now my last worry is gone. I'll send you off with peace of mind. Now please get a move on and get back to the near side of the moon. If not a single master returns, they'll talk smack and say this session's administration was useless. Yep, go on ahead. Man, I'm glad I just barely made it in time. I was able to finish this job in the end. I was one lucky lady. That's you guys. What floor are you on now? The 100th? Or 200th? Well, it's got nothing to do with me. I've done nothing this entire time. Bibi certainly lost her mind, but humans are just as messed up in the head. Never giving in and all that. Sounds nice, but you can also express it this way. Never accepting the future. You guys need to think more seriously about how normal that is. Well, hearing it from an NPC that doesn't even believe in his own shell anymore must do you neither harm nor good. You guys will definitely win. That may be a joyous thing and all, but to us, it's a harsh truth. If Bibi evolved as she is no match for humans, then what purpose were NPCs born? We're born from the moon cell, so it's a child's given duty to witness the future. If the moon cell becomes an observation machine no longer, then we're going to turn into something different. I like this role. If possible, the next time I reboot, I hope I get to wear this uniform. You know that even though I can't remember what happened in the past, right now I like him and that's not changing. There's no more saying stuff like when tomorrow comes. I'll take off running once the path opens up. Wish us luck on the first date, okay? Thanks for chatting with me up until now. Sorry for being dumb lovebirds I couldn't help you out in the very end. Heard about the situation from the Student Council's broadcast, so you're off to the final battle, huh, Kishinami? Maybe just an NPC, but I'm rooting for you all. I'm dumb, see? I don't know which side has the better deal, but you guys always look like you were having fun. I figured I may as well place my hopes in you guys having fun. Besides, I also realized something. More important than where she and I are on our first date is the fact that I'm here with her now. So I'm counting on you. I'm fine starting all over from scratch. Please bring our future back, the one where I can be together with her. Why did I want to go home so badly? Now I don't even know that. I hope you get to go home. Trying to get me to spend money. Disable 10 crowns. Still find a way out. Yeah. trying to say. Apparently there's a 20th floor of the Sakura Labyrinth, which means the 19th leads to the core. The game did tell me to save in multiple slots right now. If you got the sacrament, please transfer it to me. Thank you very much. With the power source of this quantity, I can unseal the black box. Please give me a few minutes. I swear on Isis, Mother of Magic, that I'll unveil the 10 crowns. Finished. I'll transfer the data matrix data to you. Oh, this is just bonkers. Now I get why BB can do whatever she pleases. Still, this alone isn't enough, huh? There isn't a way that we can block it? I don't see a way to block 10 crowns, but I do have an idea how to counteract it. Seriously? After analyzing 10 crowns, I acquired privileges from the moon cell to access primordial powers. 10 crowns is a genesis of human history, the dawn of lightning over civilization. To summarize, it's an archetypal power from which human genes began. It's inherent within every human being. So add such power to our servant here. If they're equal in strength, then it may prevent 10 crowns' ability to make things as if they never happened. Yeah, primordial is referring to my source material. Oh boy, so that means... Yep, diving into a servant's cyberframe and directly accessing their heroic spirit core will reveal their root, sealed by the moon cell. We'll unlock a mythological mystic code. Going directly into a heroic spirit's core. Like when we did a mental dive into Sakura? Yes, fortunately we have the know-how on how to do that. I believe it's quite a feasible procedure. I see. Basically, like back when Sakura was attacked by Melt Lilith, this time I'll be diving into my servant's digital frame. So it really has to come to this, huh? Darling's gonna see this part and that part of my insides. Goodness. How embarrassing for Talamo. Huh? Well, let's leave that aside for now. As much as I love my darling, my sanitation program, on the other hand... I don't have control as far down as the cells guarding my body. They don't recognize you as darling. They'll try to harm an intruder. Or rather, attack you. Full-on attack you. Jeez, I can't even trust my own instincts. They'll probably eat you bone and all. That is the one issue. While we can use multicolored tranquility to send in Hakuno, his servant won't be there for protection. I plan to include an escort doll to serve as a pseudo-servant, but that doll doesn't have very high stats. Going in will backfire on us. The mere doll isn't just up to the task. Should we prepare a special kind of familiar? Realistically, we can't. Sakura's already utilizing memory behind her limits to maintain the old school building systems. Performing analysis is one thing, but we don't have the spare memory to add a new independent function. So, I said we request help from Jinako Karagiri. She could transfer a Lancer over to escort Hakuno. There's no question that Lancer's powerful enough.
Oh yeah.
This is a lot to take in. My instincts are telling me to protect Darling, but I'm also thinking that I'm getting what I deserve. I honestly don't like him contracting another servant, but Karna won't bother becoming a rival, I think, so I'll allow it this once. Still, is this gonna work? What other choice do we have? You'll have to work with it. We absolutely need a buff servant to compete with BB. Same for you, Kurtai. This will be your second dive, so please prepare for it. I reply with a nod, of course. I know diving into a digital frame is dangerous, but this is our last hope. Before doing so, discuss with Jinako Karagiri. We're suggesting it, but she might not be so eager to help. Yeah, worst case we can force her, but I wouldn't even bet on Kurtai's life that we could do it. So, there's one thing we can try. She'll definitely get on board if we sell it as well. Rain? She's muttering about something. I wonder what it is. She doesn't seem to be referring to Jinako. Don't mind me, just thinking out loud. Go convince Jinako. She won't talk to anyone but you at this point. True, Jinako won't talk to Rina Rani now. I'm not very confident that I can succeed in persuading her, but without Karna's help, it's too dangerous to dive into my servant. For now, let's go to the janitor's closet. Welcome. What mischief will you ask me of me today? Yeah. How about a little Chesuke before all that? I don't feel like getting into a sitting cushion now for you, so just sit somewhere over there. Want to play a fighting game? Found this bonkers one called Jump Kick. It's awesome. It's only got 2 buttons: jump and kick. There's also only 2 playable characters. Same stats too. Only difference is the color of their clothes. It's as lifeless as it gets. It's so repetitive. I don't know why I'm even playing it anymore. Well, you know, it's a game that embodies how Chinako feels now. So what do you need? I explained the entire story to Chinako. About how the Moon Cell's core fell into BB's hands. About how she brought the outside world to ruin. About how in order to change those facts, we need Karna as part of our strategy to deal with BB. Okay, yeah, I knew about all that. I heard it during your previous chat with the student council room. Chinako readily agrees. Her indifference makes me suddenly say... Kept quiet when you knew. Of course. What else would you have me do other than play dumb? I said it before and I'll say it again. I won't help you, Kurtai. After all, leaving isn't good for me. Unlike everyone else, I'm already dead. I want to stay here forever. Yet you want to take down BB? What will happen to this place when you do? You know, it's BB who set this place up. If you take down BB, I'll go back to being a corpse. Why would I help you do that? It's not possible for me. I won't end up like Gato. I don't have pride like Shinji did. Even if I return to the near side, there's no saving me. Her emotional dam breaks and gushes forth. To Chinako, BB is our last hope right now. We may be nuisances trying to take BB in her eyes, which is why she doesn't want us to see that.
Master.
Yes, indeed. To Chinako, we're all pests. Our only option now is to fight. Castor makes a good point. But with Chinako holding back her tears, desperately enduring her fear of death, how can I do something like fight her? It looks so disgraceful, but shouting made me feel better. Don't worry, Kurtai. I won't help you, but I won't get in your way either. I'll lend you Karna. I want you to take him, actually. I've had it up to here with this stiff-to-fault servant. Chinako decides while blowing her nose with a tissue and without looking at Karna. I'm dumbstruck. I'm not expecting it to go down like this. Chinako is going to transfer Karna to us without much trouble. In exchange, I'm not leaving. I'm staying here forever and ever with my eyes and ears shut. I'll wait for the storm to blow over. Also, I don't care what that storm takes with it anymore, whether it blows you all or the school building away. I'm leaving everything up to God's dice roll. Chinako says all this, mustering up all her courage in full sincerity, it seems. She'll part with her guard, Karna, and face the end all alone, to disappear before she even realizes the end has come. But that's no different from her final moments in the Holy Grail War. I became acquainted with her, worked with her. How can I be fine with such an outcome? This decision is meaningless. I won't assist you all. I have no intention of severing my contract with Chinako. Go back to student council room. Regardless of what Chinako says, I won't lend you all my aid. Karna? Hey, this is an order from your master. Are you sure I should use a command seal? Go ahead. With your magical energy, your command seals would be like tripping on a stone for me. You can't void our contract. It's not my fate to disappear here. I have no intention of dying in a place like this. Those who wish to destroy BB can go do so. Could this be estrangement? Karna, your tone and looks aside, isn't your sympathy godlike? I'm dumbstruck. I was not expecting this. It took Chinako to be uncooperative, and she gave me the okay. Yet it's Karna who refuses to help. Say whatever you want. I am one who knows fear. I don't reject pointless acts, but I keep my distance from reckless strategies. A mythical mystic code. A hero experience primal power. To obtain it, I must fight you again, Caster. Our match has concluded. My wounds have yet to heal. I have no chance of success. Knowing I'll be defeated, why would I assent? Go back to the student council room. You have excellent advisors. I'm sure they can prepare a more adequate warrior for you. Who said you get to decide, Karna? Chinako wants to be alone. You're getting in my way, Karna. Get out. Everyone out. A worthless person like me is better off turning into a snail. That would be an insult to snails. They are desperate to live. Only worthless beings are humans, Chinako. Karna switched to lecture mode. What are you going to do about this, Kartai? Once Karna gets like this, there's no stopping him. He's the brother with his shit together, scolding his self-indulgent older sister. Janet's closet flew into disarray. Karna probably won't change his mind. Even Jiniko gives her permission. As long as Karna refuses, that's the end of this plan. Let's return to the student council room and consult with Rena and the others. Without having gotten Karna to agree to help, I returned to the student council room. I report to Rena and the others about how it all went down and... Makes sense. No one wants to disappear, neither humans nor AI. That's what makes it so surprising. Jiniko Karagiri quietly consents to BB's elimination, yet despite fearing death, doesn't refuse. Maybe it's her gambler side acting here, but this one contradiction doesn't exist in AI. They always lean to one side or the other. In the end, Karna turned us down. Well, we expected as much. Oh no. Reen? Why is she putting on a wicked grin after hearing this? Why? Because it means our trump card's going to get to see some use. I mentioned preparing a special familiar, didn't I? Everything is ready. In such a short time, she's confident about it, so I guess I'll be stronger than a doll, but I wonder what kind of magic Reen used to pull this off. Anyway, we're ready on our side. Tell me when you're ready to go. We'll do one more mental dive. The Servant Spiriton makeup is littered with sanitation programs, so I don't think you'll be able to avoid fighting. Also, once you dive in, you won't be able to leave until you wrap things up. Make sure you're fully prepared. And that's that. Once I take care of everything I've forgotten to do, I'll come back. Here's your cyber frame. Upon entering digital frame, you will temporarily be unable to return. All set. Once you're in, you can't leave until you finish the mission, so keep that in mind. Should we start the dive? Not yet. Make it quick, okay? Time hardly passes here, but unforeseen forces could get it moving. Okay. I want to know what familiar Miss Tosaka prepared for you? Sorry, she didn't tell me anything about it either. I already have a good idea. However, you should know better than whatever Miss Tosaka prepares always goes above our expectations, President Kishinami. Well, more like diagonally above our expectations, but that's what's charming about her.
Sakura-san, 今お時間よろしいでしょうか。少しばかり内密のお話が。ご主人様はあちらの椅子に座って皇帝の桜の葉でも数えていてくださいませ。葉桜ロマンティックみたいな。さて、お話というのは他でもありません。精神潜入の体験談でございます。さすがの私も自分の心というか体内を舞台に冒険されるというのはちょっと経験がないものでして。あれ、どのような感覚なんですか？もしかして痛いとしたらどんな？虫歯とか頭痛とかその類ですか？
痛くはなかったです。ちょっとくすぐったいのかな。先輩が自分のどこにいるのかわかるのが不思議で新鮮で、神経に自分以外の熱が走っていく感じであったかかったです。でも体の隅々まで見られている気がして恥ずかしさの方がいっぱいでした。
ほうほう、大胆ですね。でもなんか楽しそうかも。その程度の露出、卵的には OK ですし。では、秘密のお話はここまでに。お待たせしました、ご主人様。では、張り切っていきましょう。私はいつでも構いません。さあ、バッチコーイ。
Okay. There's primordial power. That certainly may be able to compete with BB. Might as well just save again.